Hutton Orbital Radio, where old jokes never die.
Hutton Orbital News, the unexpected chart of news programmes. It is autumn on the station, or it would be if we weren't in space, and the concept of seasons entirely arbitrary, but the weather remains cool and drizzly. Or is that just a lake from the fluid lines again? Oh yes, it's raining soup, so that means it's the canteen skyline that's gone today. Cockaleaky. And the paper leaves from the other week have formed a dense layer of papier-mâché mud. Though thanks to a spillage from the McDargade's pumpkin spice syrup delivery, it is at least seasonally scented. This is, of course, of small consolation to the many people who have lost shoes, socks, pets, or small children to its alarming viscosity. The bog spaniels are right at home now, galloping, or at least waddling quickly, through the sludge. Theft of foodstuffs has increased by 400%. Station security are investigating. The uproarious laughter coming from the station booth as they rewatch the footage of spaniels snatching the food from the hands of stumbling pedestrians is surely coincidental. The most replayed one is one of a gentleman enjoying a large kebab until he spies a bog spaniel approaching from his right and crosses the street to avoid it, leading him straight into a deep patch of pumpkin spice papier mud. The trap is sprung, and the rest of the pack descends with gleeful quacks. The fellow fights back as best he can, swiping at the bog spaniels with his newspaper, holding his kebab aloft until both feet glued in place, he is brought down. As the spaniels descend on his kebab, he lets out a final defiant shout.
Our mics are live. Hello everyone, I am Mike Rochburns and I'm still cleaning the kebab crumbs off Rudolf Hucker's console.
I'm Mia Harkness and I have rescued a roast totty from a bonfire.
I'm Norma Snockers, and I'm just going to stay in the studio until everything blows over, or we run out of biscuits.
I'm Sandy Crevice, and I've been dipping my sausages in the pumpkin spice syrup.
Headlines! Quickly, headlines!
The Brewer Trailblazer fleet moves on. Company says to colonists, you're done with these, right?
Zorgon Peterson Panther proving popular. Caspian queued up for Crews Who Cruise.
Commander Palantir tests the latest in line-of-sight weaponry.
Deep down, dungeon denizens are disgruntled.
And I won't be catching up with the state of the BGS from around Hutton Space because it's boring and there's more interesting things to talk about.
Oh no, I've done the wrong button. That one.
I see no seams. Big things are coming in the world of system colonization. Or perhaps that should be big things are going, since the Brewer Corporation Trailblazer Brewer Corporation Trailblazer fleet is getting ready to move on to pastures new. That would be Trailblazer Dream in HIP 90578, Trailblazer Echo in Minerva, Trailblazer Faith in Ngobi, Trailblazer Promise in Clickes, Trailblazer Song in Organ, Trailblazer Star in 34 Omicron Cephei, and Trailblazer Wish in Bletty. According to the company spokespeople, the new colonies are now fully self-sufficient, and any rumours of famine, drought, outbreak, various plagues, crippling shortages of disposable cutlery in the canteen are entirely unfounded. Likewise, any suggestions that a certain executive at Brewer spotted a shiny new system to point their megaships at and got excited are entirely coincidental, as is any heightened activity around HIP 87621. That definitely isn't at all significant in any way, shape or form, and anyone at all we should be worried about, or excited about, or placing large bets about. Nope, definitely not. No cause for any of those things. And thanks to some careful wording, none of those careful non-statements count as market manipulation, which definitely doesn't matter for any reason that anybody should be thinking about. At the same time, coincidentally, Brewer have announced a new station blueprint is now available, the Dodec. Yep, here's one for all you fans of regular polyhedrons. With or without numbers on their faces, it's a regular dodecahedron. About 10 kilometres across, boasting the largest population capacity of any station, which in turn offers a number of quality of life improvements, apparently. Though a bigger docking port isn't amongst those. So, as always, commanders are reminded to wait until they are docked, or at least have auto-dock engaged, before breaking out the Megagen.
Following the tremendous popularity of the new Panther Clipper. As always, commanders are fans of anything into which they can cram more stuff. It has now been made more widely available and entered full production, bolstering the galaxy-wide expansion of trade networks and colonization projects. Alongside this, a number of customizations and aftermarket add-ons have become available. While most of these are the usual affair, inertia-damped cup holders, pre-installed fluffy dice on the rear view screen, and programmable RGB lighting in the captain's bed and or bathroom, the application of the Panther's remarkable cargo compression ability to the corridors and pilot seat, albeit in a modified form, has meant that it has jumped in popularity with those commanders who are not just expanding their trade networks, but are also expanding personally. No more squeezing through bulkheads or needing a giant shoehorn on standby after an emergency supercruise exit. The Panther lets you fit in more you. After all, who doesn't want to be able to have that extra McThargoids without worrying about their figure? Commanders of the galaxy, relax. You have nothing to lose but your belts thanks to the new Panther Commander Compression System. For those that do prefer a more adventurous lifestyle, Zorgon Peterson have something for you too. The newly announced Caspian Explorer. This large ship can go anywhere thanks to its compact landing gear, only requiring a small space. There's also promise of special plating, presumably a self-righting mechanism for when it inevitably topples over after being parked wonky on a too small base. Not much else is known about it yet, except that it's due to be even better than the Mandalay.
Following a windfall from playing the galactic stock markets, our very own Commander Palantir decided to treat himself to a brand new Cyber Eye. Yes, alright, he couldn't afford to get them both done. He did prompt for a top-of-the-line designer model by Jimmy Magoo, though, and being top of the line, it came with some enhancements. Since he was only getting the one, he decided not to bother with the tartan irises, but was quite taken with the inbuilt laser rangefinder. Through an interlink with the wearer's nervous system and advanced optical recognition firmware, the device allows its owner to snap off quick shots with just a fleeting glance at targets. Another benefit is that the wearer can judge cooking ingredients by eye, instantly knowing if there's too much salt on their chips or not enough, how many sprinkles are on the Greg's donut, and what species of animal were included in that sandwich from the all-night garage. Surgery went well, and after a week of wearing an eye patch and either being stopped by security or served rum by bartenders, it was time for the patch to come off. Systems booted up and the eye worked really well, for the most part. There was an issue with the rangefinder though. It would only ever show a range of -1mm, and Palantir could smell char-grilled bacon every time he used it. After a quick diagnostic, the issue was resolved. It would seem that the Cyber Eye had been incorrectly assembled and the rangefinder was in back to front, which explains the negative range. The char-grilled food smell was the laser burning into Palantir's frontal lobe. But who needs a frontal lobe, really? Anyway, the issue has now been rectified and Commander Palantir was given a 50 credit voucher for the McThargoids as compensation, since the smell had made him so hungry.
The new operations update isn't all fun and games, especially if you're a bilge rat working in the bowels of one of the huge megaships dotted around the galaxy. These hard-working and often underappreciated technicians ensure the smooth running of the ships, unclogging soup machine nozzles, oiling the turntables in ship hangars, and replacing the loo rolls among their many vital duties. But in future, they will also have to be alert for marauding commanders hell-bent on disrupting ship functions during their downtime. Incandescent troglodyte Prunella Boddington said,
All I want at the end of a shift is a nice cup of tea at my holotelly. What I don't need is some psychopath in a Christmas jumper and a pumpkin helmet bursting into my cabin and using some gaudily decorated instrument of death to spray my insides all over the walls. They can mugger off out of it.
Apoplectic Morlock Vernon Brasstrap piped up.
Never. Without mute.
Apoplectic
Some of them are coming to Some of them are coming to turn the power off and steal the regulators from the ship's reactors. I don't want to be catching 40 wakes I said winks, and wake up to find myself gasping for air and frozen solid because some fanny was bored and thought they'd spent a couple of hours turning off life support, so some faction or other will like them enough to invite them to the Christmas night out. It's just not on. Like my mic.
Bio-waste flow technician Wee Mental Davy added,
They can bite my banger!
but no one listens to him. He's just a shit stirrer. That's not an insult, it's literally his job title. There's no doubt that this is a contentious issue with lower deckers across the bubble demanding danger money, panic rooms, and bulletproof boiler suits. More militant cellar dwellers have started to develop plans such as armor-piercing caltrops, pit traps which drop invaders outside of the ship, and false power regulators full of angry bees to protect their homes away from home. Will these measures be effective? Only time will tell.
Well, how do we think that went? I think well.
I can't make
I
the
think
image.
Yeah.
I can't make the image go away.
Seamless.
Possibly the best show we've ever done.
Yeah, compared to some other weeks for sure.
But yeah, a slight missed opportunity to use polyhedra as the plural, but now we've been using polyhedrons for long enough that both are technically correct, I suppose.
Oh no.
Polyhedra!
Bells.
There we go. That's going on the word of the week.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it has
I
nothing
didn't-
to do. We'll have to
I
put a
didn't even
special-
notice the plural in there.
Yeah, we'll need to put a special in for Scottish people to say it's nothing to do with heeds.
Polyheeds.
Polyheeds! Right,
Oh,
Frontier live stream this week.
There's never a Frontier live stream. They don't
No,
exist
that's
anymore.
true.
They've gone extinct, like the dodo. Or
Well,
is that
I
the
found-
dodec? Like the dodec.
the dodecahedron. Or dodecahedra. I found about it through Galnet News. I was very excited when I saw that. I'm like, what? Another new ship? And then there was so much more besides.
Yeah, a new ship and somewhere to park your new ship and somewhere to go in your new ship and something to do in your new ship and something
Yeah.
to shoot in your new ship and
Yeah,
everything.
Oh, yeah, everything. And I understand there was a short sort of pre-recorded stream on YouTube at 18 o'clock UTC on Tuesday, so that would have been the 4th of November.
Yep, that's right. It
Yeah,
is still
that's the
available
one.
as a recording.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so I would
Tells
show
you all
you.
about everything.
We did talk about, and then in the 5 minutes from moving from one subject to another, I forgot to load the video in.
Oh,
Sorry.
all right then.
Sorry, I'm looking.
We do technically have it, but it's hidden behind one of the seams.
Yeah.
This is more seam than curtain.
So yeah, it was what, about 8 minutes long, the video.
Yeah.
Give or take, yeah.
About that, yeah.
Yeah. And they seem
And
to
absolutely jam-packed with stuff.
Oh,
There
it
it
was. It absolutely was. I thought really, really good. I'm like, oh my God, it just keeps going.
All of the news. Here we go. I've got it back. There
got
it
it
is.
back.
Ah, there we go.
Hooray!
Seamless as.
So they started off with a recap of everything taking
An
living.
e-crap.
Yeah, it's a recap when I go back over it. A recap of the things to do with the Type 11 and how
Mining.
cool that was. With its, mining
Mining.
and things like that. Yes.
And it's mining controller and it's
and
mining
mining.
laser. Yeah, that you
Yes,
can mine with.
And mining.
I mean, don't get me
think it
wrong. I've
looks
spent a
capable.
lot of time mining in it and had a lot of fun mining in it. But yeah, mining.
Yeah, mining. Yeah, I've taken it out into wee fly about it and things like that, and I thought I quite like it, and I actually don't mind being offset in the cockpit.
You
and
don't
things
even
like that.
notice.
No, you don't notice.
The only time you really notice is when you're flying through the slot and it's small enough that it fits okay, and when you're coming down to the pad, but you use the graphic to line up anyway rather than looking at the positioning on the pad.
Yeah,
visually
yeah, I
for the
always,
cockpit,
I
so-
always do if I have to.
I was
do
going
it.
to
Yeah.
say, who actually looks out the window, really, most of the time? You don't.
Well-
You just look at
Well,
the little
See,
radar.
most commanders, it's the other way around. So, are you just playing the radar then?
No, I mean when you're coming into land, like it's like, let's face it, nobody looks out the back window anymore. They've got a little camera that tells them whether there's something behind them instead.
Yeah, but I think it's quite good. It's, you know, I like it. It looks very industrial and very angly and kind of, you know, it looks like it was made from girders.
Mm-hmm.
Like your iron
Well, don't
boot.
drink it.
Yeah, don't drink it. So yeah, I quite like that. That bit I thought was good. And what was it? Stats on colonisation was next, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Those are some big numbers. Really,
Yes. There
are.
really big numbers.
So there have been claims placed on 101,531 systems.
Ooh, yeah.
Interestingly, out of that 101,000, only just shy of 76,000 have actually been colonised.
Yeah, that got me as well. That's a lot of wasted claims.
25,000 people have let their flag fall over.
At 25, is it 25 million? 25 million at a time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like there's a lot of people just overclaiming, or maybe groups overclaiming just because they're not sure where they want to go yet, and then they release them when they've decided. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess some of them will still be in progress, but not 25,000.
Not 33% since. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's 76,000 systems colonized. So prior to Trailblazers, I believe the number of pre-colonized systems was 20,485. So,
and we've added 76,000 to that.
Yeah.
But more terrifying is that there are 277,000 new facilities.
I was going to say if that includes Odyssey settlements as well.
Yeah. Well, it includes facilities that people have built.
Yeah. So that'll include things like the radio stations and things that you build out there, the comms relays and things.
Yeah, the faction installations as well, because those are a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
But
so anything that you actually build.
Basically more than doubled the number of places you can go and land at.
Oh, yeah.
In the galaxy.
Ow.
It's massive. It's absolutely massive.
It's almost like people are enjoying it.
Don't say that.
Well,
you've gone too far.
Yeah, but it's a dead game, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Do you think we can officially say? Do you think we can officially say it's a mile wide and 2 inches deep now?
Inch and a half.
Inch and a half. Okay, yeah. Let's not go mad.
But most of the extra half inch is just the empty wrappers off the cargo pods.
You could have a lot of fun with that, I feel.
Do you know how many tons of cargo it takes to build 277,638 facilities?
Is it 5?
A little bit higher than 5.
6.
Keep going.
7.
Keep going.
7 billion.
You got it.
Yay!
7 billion tons.
That didn't
of
take
cargo.
as long as we thought, did it? Yeah, that is a lot of cargo.
Yeah.
That is a lot of people getting a lot of elites in trading. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
I also wondered just how, if this is what doubled the number of stations, was it? Someone stated earlier, or did I mishear that?
Doubled, but yeah.
Well, where does that mean? Like everywhere is really sparsely populated now.
No.
No, not while there's a budget clones for you around. There won't be.
Oh, is it clones?
Exactly.
Is it?
Well,
I thought
It's
it
the bunny
was.
rabbit effect.
Given the given the mechanic in for the economies in colonized systems, I would have thought it would be advantageous to have your faction installations, your ground installations, and a workable starport all around one planet. If that's what you were saying, probably isn't the case, and I'm saying probably is the case.
No,
Yeah, I think it.
Sorry, I was saying how people have been going at it rapidly over the last 12 months. Because I was being crude and you were being clever.
Yes. You get to a new system. There's a beautiful moonrise. You can see all 3 of the moons. You're sitting there with your significant other, and it just nature takes its course.
Yeah, the problem is that if you're sitting too close to anybody else and their significant other, you see the moon rise and fall and rise and fall and rise and fall and rise
and you think, this is like New Africa.
We're talking about super moons and beaver moons later, so...
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Anywho. Oh, yeah, and you can blow...
One statistic they didn't give, though, is for how many stations are being blown up. Now that you can blow up stations if you don't like them anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Be interesting.
Wait, so can I blow up Hutton Orbital then?
No.
Sadly, no, because we didn't build it.
Yeah, you can only.
We've looked around for the receipt, but we can't find it anywhere. Exactly. We've even checked down the back of both sofas.
I understand, though, you probably could delete Hutton Orbital 2. Is that because that was a colony thing?
Technically, yes.
Yes.
But the person who made it could.
Hang on a minute. If we get 2 sofas now?
Well, I say sofa. I mean, it's that pile of boxes in the corner.
It's the one made out of the cardboard boxes.
You were lucky to have a pile of boxes.
Well, but now that they've grown that thick layer of mushrooms over the top, they're still quite soft.
Oh, it's nice and plush, yeah.
Fire a throw over the top of that and you're sorted.
Just if you sit down too hard and it gives off that cloud of spores, just try not to breathe for 15 or 20 seconds until the air system purifies it again.
This is like 15 or 20
unless you've got the time for a fairly wild hallucinogenic trip, in which case...
Well, yeah, that's true.
On with the rest of the show.
If you want to put the spores in the driver's seat.
I guess that does explain the scripting, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just going to climb up a tree, it'll be fine.
But what stations are we unlikely to want to delete, do we reckon?
Well, we didn't make any mistakes, so all of ours are perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, well. You probably wouldn't want to... Now, this is a thing that I wouldn't have thought about until just now. So, there's a news station that you probably don't want to delete. And why might that be?
Because it's as dead as a dodak?
Dead as a dodak.
No, the reason for demolishing stations is because you've built the wrong type. You've built a mining station instead of an extraction station, or that kind of thing, where you've misunderstood or where it hasn't been clear what would be the effect of something, or you've put it around the wrong planet because the planets don't necessarily line up with where the stations are compared to the ground installations. And when you realise that you needed a different type there, but you've already spent all of your points at Tier 1, Tier 2 or Tier 3, you might think, if only I'd known that before I built that, I could have built the right one and got a much better system out of it. So now you can correct your misunderstandings.
I've just been building all sorts and not worrying about it.
Yeah, so have a lot of people. But those that like to min-max systems are very happy with this. It's a good thing.
I started off with Coriolis. And then I put in I think I put in a farming one and a comms one and something else. Might have been a security one. So I've popped them in, running about planets and things like that. And I haven't got the surface to build anything yet. And I've got a planet where I can build lots of good things.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been good. So the dodeck, what's good about the dodeck?
It's got 12 sides.
Oh, right, okay, that's fine. That's lovely.
It's got something that I truthfully don't fully understand, so I suspect Vocarious will explain it to me in a moment. What is a human tech broker, and what do they do?
How do you know that?
They broke human tech, obviously.
What does that even mean?
They unlock and sell additional types of module which are similar to existing ones, but slightly different in some way. So the example in the script is anti-corrosion Coriorex, to use the correct name, which aren't available.
They say they sell the JPhone 19.
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
It's like an iPhone, only better. It's the next generation.
And so they have some fairly useless weapons. Do they have AX? They probably have the original AX experimental weapons, like the original multi-cannon. Probably not the Aegis. Yeah, probably not the enhanced Aegis one though. You probably still have to go to a Aegis like a rescue megaship for those.
I think they also have the is it the pre-engineered FSDs?
So they're the modules
but
I've
not
just
the
mentioned.
SCO ones.
No, you should be able to. Not the SEO ones. No, you should be able to get the. You should be able to get a Titan pre-engineered FSD with SEO from them, shouldn't you?
I don't think they do it.
Human tech broker? I don't think so.
I'm sure they mentioned.
Well,
I could be wrong on that.
I'm sure
I'm sure I heard it somewhere.
they specifically mentioned in the video that you can't get SEO frameshift drives from them.
That would be weird because I don't know where else you'd go to get those. But
I kind of think it might be good that this might be them reintroducing it and refreshing it. So it might be letting them spread out through these stations and then giving them a revamp and what they can supply and things like that. So, just bring them up to date because it sounds like just a wee bit out of date.
Yeah, so the thing to know about the pre-engineered, usually double-engineered modules is that those aren't unlocks. Those are you buy one per set of materials you pay for them.
Yes.
Unfortunately, human tech brokers are a little bit weird because you have normal ones that have things like the those cargo racks. Then you've got serious ones that got the serious heat sinks. You've got the Azimuth one that's got the Azimuth X multi-cannon. So there are different types of.
Yeah, I think they do the wide range surface scanner as well.
There is indeed the engineered surface scanner for.
That's a fantastic thing.
Not that the DSS golf game mini game is particularly hard anyway. So.
No, but it does make it quicker though, because you can just fire a couple of probes away and then move on with your life and the knowledge that they're going to do the job for you, And those bonuses are always worth, those bonuses are always good. The efficiency bonuses you get with it as well. So I always quite liked having one of them on board. And
how many probes does it take to break a light bulb?
Yes. Yeah. Just the one. Aim it carefully. You can
if you want to ramfeasel your trigger finger and overheat your ship, you can go to a human tech broker and buy shot cannons.
Yay!
And I forgot not do any good damage. I forgot that. Yeah.
Yes.
And not be able to engineer them.
Yeah, but think about the swag points you get for them. So yes, Dodex stations, which are available for the trivial sum of 50,000 arcs from November the 11th.
Which is in real money, just because it is real money.
Yeah.
20 or 30 quid.
£25. You could buy whole games for that.
So that's 30. No, not very good ones. Oh, sorry, not latest and greatest ones.
I believe.
Have you seen the price of games recently? Sorry, different rant. Forget me.
I believe what you get for your £25 though is the blueprint to be able to build them wherever you want, but you also get a free sort of pre-built one ready to place wherever you.
Yeah, you get a dehydrated one. You just take it to the station you want and add a few drops of water.
Pot station.
Like the old flannels.
Yeah, I presume you'd also get. So what they did with existing colonization ports is that you get like a copper paint job.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're gonna. I don't think they said whether they're gonna do that again.
Yeah,
but I'm guessing it's almost guaranteed you'll get a paint job.
Yeah.
The announcer in chat is bringing facts to bear on this. Apparently, it is £24.99 for 54,000 arcs. So you not only get your Dodex station blueprint and freebie station dehydrated, just add water, you also have 4,000 arcs left over.
So you can get a fifth of the new ship.
Half a paint job. Yeah.
Half a paint job. Yeah.
So you can paint one side of a ship.
You get cheap paint jobs, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You get cheap.
But yeah, so it's a little under 25 quid.
Imagine
or whatever the appropriate currency is.
Imagine many decals you could buy for that.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, nobody buys decals anymore.
What's the what does the port rename cost? Or like if you want to I can't remember. Was it 5,000?
It's about that, isn't it?
So
Yeah, so it's
So
enough
it's
to
not-
get a
so
station,
it's
but
not-
not to rename it.
yeah,
Yeah, if you
so it's not quite enough to buy a Dodec station and call it Dedazer.
Yes.
yeah. Although, to be honest, I'd like to think that 50k arcs comes with the name as well. But
Yeah, I would like to think so. At least for
I
your
would love to
initial
think
one
so.
that you're going to place. You know what I mean? If you're
Not a
going to put
chance.
that free one down with no materials, just get to choose a name for it.
Tell you what, though, it's a nice quick way of getting a stupidly complicated and expensive build.
Yeah.
I I'm willing to bet these cost more than 12 or 15 tons of cargo to produce.
Yeah. Well, they're bigger than an Orbis or
Yep, biggest
the other
station.
one.
Is it? I thought it was a
Yeah,
smaller
it's
size
the
than the
biggest
Coriolis,
station.
is it not?
No, it's
No,
No, it's bigger than Coriolis,
they've always
yeah,
been
it's
the
the
biggest,
biggest.
highest tech,
I
top
see.
end ones.
Uh,
Dodecs.
I never played
I've
the
just
first
finished an
game.
Orbis.
Mm. There's the Orbis. There's the
the from Naughty Body Wash, isn't it just pre-built? One of them is pre-built.
One of them is
you-
pre-built.
You get
Yeah.
one.
Yes, and they also made it very clear you can only buy it once. So you
Yeah,
can
but-
buy it once,
Yeah.
you get your pre-built one once, and all of them after that, which you can now build because you've got the blueprint, you have to haul the mats.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can build as many as you want, but you only get
Although-
one free one.
Yeah,
I'm fairly sure LCU will probably. I think he's got like 4 commanders or something, so
Yeah.
you'll probably end up with 4 straight away.
Oh,
Oh,
could
thank
you
you.
imagine?
I'll see you know for
many
like
is
1, like
Hanky?
2, like 3, and like 4. Yeah, Hanky's joined the 12th fleet now.
Yes.
Is it going to
Hanky
be
is
the
a-
Hanky
got about
versus the
50 colonies.
LCU?
Yeah. So that'd be interesting. I quite like the sound of it,
Oh yeah,
but
And
that
I've-
that price is quite a lot.
yeah, and I've honestly missed the Dodec stations ever since the game launched. I was sad to know they weren't in it after the previous games. It was always my favourite station shape.
And
But
there has
having
been
seen the graphics in the video, they are flipping gorgeous.
yes, and there's been an update today.
Yep.
Just all about the Dodec, and what they're saying is initially it was going to be you had to pay 50,000 credits for it forever,
Arcs.
but they had some feedback, and what they've said is
They had quite a lot of feedback.
quite a lot of feedback to be fair. We will now be releasing the
Yes.
Dodec initially via ARC's early access for a period of time similar to what you would expect for a ship release. After
to
that
be-
period, the Dodec will be constructible via in-game means without the need for any ARC's purchase.
That was my big question after the video, which was they didn't. Now, to be fair, they didn't actually say. I don't think, unless I haven't seen it. I don't think there's any actual comms from the Pilots Federation that said you just have to pay ARCs. That's it. I don't think they ever actually said that. They didn't actually clarify.
I don't know because I saw it first on Galnet News and they may have extrapolated that information.
Yeah. So
You know?
so Zach.
I
Zach
seem to remember they did say something like that.
Yeah, they actually
'cause I
did.
watch
They
it.
did say it. It was.
Yeah.
They said something like it will only be available for Arcs.
I might have to
Yeah,
rewatch
once
Zach's video
only.
because my takeaway from Zach's video was that they didn't actually mention. They just said it. You could pay ARCs for it. They didn't say either way.
Yeah.
If they.
But yeah,
I remember thinking,
either
only
way,
once.
as of today, it has been explicitly stated that based on feedback, they are listening, which is nice to see from any game developer,
Yeah.
and it will be available in game as normal without having to spend 25 quid.
But not
So
straight away.
cool. Yeah, but that's fair enough. And a
And-
lot of people have called it pay to win and said that it wouldn't be fair and it meant that you could spend extra money. But I mean, it's a one-time thing. But
Yeah.
it's not pay to win because it doesn't benefit only the commander doing it.
Mm.
It puts a tech broker, a human tech broker there that everybody can use.
Yeah. And
Yep.
everybody can use the station and things like that as well. And yeah, I
So,
suppose.
I'm very glad they've changed, and I'm very glad
Yeah.
that they are going to become available from in-game resource in future. I heartily approve of that, but I don't think it was ever really pay to win. It didn't give the commander that spent the money any
Nothing-
significant
nothing is.
advantage.
Yeah. And
Well, some things are. I mean, obviously, the
And-
Cobra Mark IV was pay to win.
Has it ever been better than at some things a Cobra Mark III and at other things a
Quiet,
Viper
you,
Mark IV?
quiet.
I took one of
Yeah.
them. We had a
I've got
Cobra
one.
gathering.
It's better looking.
We had a Cobra gathering once, and I took the Cobra Mark 5 along, or Mark 4 along, just to show it off. Because
Yeah.
not a lot of people. That's the thing. It's just rarity. Not a lot of people have them. That's why you want one.
And quite a lot of people who have them don't want them.
Yeah, but they need to have them because
Just
rarity.
jealous.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I've got one.
I mean, you park it next to your DBS and your.
I've got a Mark
Scout.
3. Yeah, I've got a Mark 3, a Mark 4, and a Mark 5, and I
I've got
quite
those,
like
yeah.
them
So
all.
have I. Yeah.
You're completist. The
And I
lot
don't
of you.
fly around in any of them very often.
I
No,
bought-
the Mark 5 is absolutely gorgeous. How could you not have a Mark 5?
but-
Mark 3 I had before either of the other two were released, and the Mark 4 I got
Shut
because
up!
The Mark
Well-
4, the Mark 4, the Mark 4.
If that's not enough for you, they're bringing out a new ship, aren't they?
oh, they are, aren't they?
They are.
Ah.
What's
Yes.
this one called? The Voyager.
It definitely looks
It
like
just
it.
looks like Voyager.
Well, actually, it looks more like the Defiant, I think. But yeah,
Yeah, it's I
There
don't
it
know
is.
because it's got the long body at the back and it's got a kind of half circle saucer section at the front.
It does
Well,
look like something
that-
from Deep
halfway
Space
between the
Nine, and I
two,
can't remember what it
doesn't
is.
Yeah.
the Defiant.
The Defiant.
Yes.
But that cleary bit at the front that's got huge top and bottom visibility
Oh, you mean the
is the
window?
cockpit. Yeah.
Yes, I hate the windows. And the well, it looks more like a bridge to me anyway, because it's a large ship and it can take 4 people in the bridge,
Yeah.
and it's got like a proper captain's chair by the looks
Yeah.
of it. So that looks pretty good to me, I have to say.
When you say captain's chair, you mean it's got a proper executive cup holder and no seatbelt, yeah?
I haven't checked for the cup holder, but yeah, I'm assuming it will have one of those.
Excellent.
Yes. So it looks fantastic. It
Yeah.
really does.
It
Bridge
looks like it
very
has-
clean and.
It looks like it has exactly 0 hard points, which would be a possibility.
That's
No,
me.
I think they're following the Star Trek ethos. I think your hard points will be hidden away behind plating.
I'm trying really hard to find the video, and it's just not going to happen. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. They can find it on YouTube. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that looks very smart and nice configuration of engines at the back and all sorts. And yeah, it looks really good. It's a large ship. It's
It's got
It's an
design.
Explorer, and they've said it will compete with the Mandalay, didn't they?
I was going to say it's got very similar engine configuration to the Mandalay, but it's also a large ship rather than
Yes,
a
bigger.
small one.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone that hasn't seen the video, I've just popped a link to the YouTube video in chat.
Yes.
So after the stream, they can go and have a look.
So
Or
they
he,
mentioned,
I just put the same link in Studio 5 just for Little Grey. But
oh no, I've seen
they
it. I just
mentioned-
can't. Could I use YouTube
mentioned-
through? I'm not going to do
you
that.
could, but I wouldn't bother. Are you struggling to find the video, or are you struggling to make it play?
Both.
Right, the video
Well-
is in broadcast, and then it's Banter Media, and then it's in a folder called Operations.
It's more a case of I also don't know what
Yeah.
thing
Yeah,
to make
let's
it
not worry
work.
about it.
There isn't a
Yeah.
scene for it yet.
No.
so,
Yeah, there's a
There's no
a
convenient
link to the
place for
YouTube
me to
one.
plop
Right.
it in.
So this new ship has got something. It's something Mark II modules, whatever Mark II modules are.
apparently, frame shift drive, a Mark II
Mm.
frame shift drive.
Yes,
There we go.
which can supercharge off of the neutron
Oh,
stars.
more than that, it can super duper charge off neutron stars.
Ooh.
Super
Yeah,
duper charge.
Zach didn't say how much more
Yeah.
jump that gives.
Oh,
I think it's four.
You
4
don't get
times at
any
the moment.
further, you just explode more often.
Wait, you explode?
Yeah, but But certainly, I'd thought if it could, just taking a guess, if instead of 4 times it's 8 times, then if it also has SEO, as in on the frameshift drive, then I'd have thought that it just yeets the Anaconda out of its last possible use.
Yeah, very possibly. And it would stop being an exploration ship again. And
Anaconda will still be best for carrying bulk passengers.
Yeah, it's the Anaconda and ironically the Federal Corvette.
Yeah, it always ends up being a ship that's not designed for it, doesn't it?
Seriously,
Weird,
it carries more passengers than the Beluga does.
Yes. Beluga
Yes, yeah.
carries luxury passengers.
Only
If you're stacking them high, selling them cheap for evacuations and stuff, the Anaconda is the best ship. And the Corvette.
Yeah,
And
The
Type
trouble
9.
with the because the trouble with the Type 9 and even the Panther Clipper is that you don't get economy cabins going up above Class 6, so they don't get to use their higher modules. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if you want to carry posh passengers in luxury, you absolutely need a Beluga. If you want to carry lots and lots of grunts in steerage,
Or lots and lots of people who will go, just get me off of this, my hair's burning.
yes, that's the one.
Oh yeah, I did that in my Beluga. It was the wrong ship.
Also, I just checked Ely Shipyard. I got curious. It looks like the storage slots on the Panther Clipper actually can't take passengers at all.
No, the big ones, I think some of them are limited.
Yeah, there's a couple of specialist slots on the Clipper.
Yeah, they can take normal cargo racks, anti-corrosion cargo racks, the Mark II cargo racks,
Mark II cargo racks,
and fuel tanks. That's it.
Yeah. It's cargo racks or fuel tanks.
So the Panther Clipper is actually really, really bad for passengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have life support, so it's really bad for keeping your passengers alive.
Yeah, I think it's one of the size 8s and one of the size 7s that do that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And this new ship, being designed for exploration, has a small landing profile, so it's easy to land even though it's a big ship.
Well, no, they don't say it's easy to land. They say it's landable in small spaces.
Oh, yeah, they do say that, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be
Which doesn't mean it won't fall over.
Yeah. It's only got one leg. It's a unipod.
Basically, its landing legs are very close together, which means if you land it on a slope, you're probably going to fall over.
Well, my takeaway from that is that you probably could land on a slope, but you'd probably have to get out the hand crank, like with the caravan feet.
Yes.
Make one of them longer than the others.
I wonder if it's got caravan feet then.
Well,
That
I
might
mean, we
be-
don't know what's in this special plating that they've
Yeah,
mentioned.
they've mentioned an interesting plating, but I couldn't see anything. I could see there was like hull plates and things, but I looked and I thought, I don't know.
I thought they meant they were plating up the males.
Oh,
Hey. I mean,
Don't
given
encourage
the
them.
design they've gone for, I'd guess that it's going to be a Star Trek Voyager-like deployable armor thing, but...
I don't know. I was hoping it would be a separating saucer section.
That would be more interesting.
It would.
That's only if you land at high speed.
Yes.
I mean, it's,
no seat belt.
technically every ship has a separable cockpit. Most of them only once. But...
It said detachable. It didn't say reattachable.
Yes. The key difference.
This is one of the points I was hoping Volcaris might have a bit of insight on. I don't know what's special about the hull plating.
Do you mean Zach's cryptic comment about noticing a pattern?
Yes.
I don't know either. So if the whole thing is, what I'm gathering is it's supposed to be a bit of a Star Trek reference, which was going to be 100% lost on me. To me, the front of that ship looks like the back of the Millennium Falcon. So.
Oh yeah, a bit with that as well. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
We have some suggestions coming through in chat, which suggests that the underside has hex panels for heat shielding, which is useless because we can't go through atmospheres other than tenuous ones. Yeah. We have wind down outriggers under the engines, which would be rather cool for balancing it up and keeping it level. And somebody suggesting it has seams to allow for expansion and shrinking. But I don't think, like the SR-71 Blackbird, but I don't think that's plausible, because we use all the seams in this show.
Yeah, and the other thing is, it's a spaceship. That's a bad idea on a spaceship.
To be fair, the SR-71 Blackbird wasn't far off being a spaceship.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
That's true.
that's a,
The cruise altitude on that is not far off the Kármán line.
now that's an interesting point from the announcer. So if the Mark II frameshift drive, what it does is not necessarily change the range, or it might a bit, but not need to repair it, maybe at all, then that would save a lot of time, because dropping and then waiting to get for the AFMU to get you back up to 100%, that's several jumps. You could have done a couple of jumps in that time. So.
Yeah, because he's absolutely right. What they said was neutron optimized. So if that just means it's got extra thick wiggly bits.
If they're saying heat shielding on the underside, could that be lava worlds?
Well, no, it's in terms of heat resistance from solar when you're fueling.
Yeah, but you get that on the top as well.
It depends how you fuel, doesn't it? I've also
It does, and different people do it different ways.
I've just clocked as well. Someone in the chat was saying about the retractable outriggers under the engines. Well, actually, looking at the spacing behind the dish at the front, if you will, these engines look like they fully retract inside. Is that part of the landing procedure, or is this part of something else? Is that how you can land it?
They're the warp nacelles for when the Voyager goes to warp.
Yeah. Everybody knows that. Voyagers get configurable warp nacelles.
Is it Voyager? Yeah,
why
it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. Under the engines? Why do you have outriggers under the engines?
But yeah, they definitely look retractable, which I would assume is part of the benefit of it being able to be a smaller landing footprint.
Yeah, it's probably for landing that.
Yeah. And again, it will just reduce the size of it, but the internet, I'm going to need to look at that.
They've kind of latched on to this idea and they're running with it, I feel, at the moment. Now all they need to do is get the T7 to sort of slightly fold itself in a bit.
Are you trying to say that somebody's discovered rigging in Blender?
Basically, yes.
I think they're a little more advanced than that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I did come up with some silly possible explanations about crouchability and compressible roof.
Again, all ships have a compressible roof if you land fast enough.
My Land Rover has a compressible roof too. I found out when I dragged it through a tree. It wasn't quite so uncompressible again.
Yeah, it's interesting.
All you need is an acro prop on the driver's seat. You'll be fine.
Oh no, that didn't work.
It is quite interesting that the height. If you actually look at the heights of the Type 7 and the Type 8, the Type 8 is actually taller and in theory less able to fit. The trouble, of course, is the landing gear. So the landing gear adds a good metre and a half or so to the Type 7, whereas on the Type 8 it adds about a foot, like a third of a metre.
So the T7 needs skids. Got it. Understood.
Yeah. People think the Caspian Explorer has got atmospheric heat shields.
I don't buy it. I don't think that's it.
I will happily accept it's got atmospheric heat shields, but I still don't believe they're putting atmospheric landings in.
No, they would have. That's the thing that I'm getting to now. Is I'm going. That would be a massive thing to add in. Going to.
It'll be great when they do it, but the way Frontier go with new features like that, and it's the same with ship interiors, they don't add anything until they've got the gameplay to back it up as being a useful feature.
Yeah, and
which is great. It works. It makes sense. I mean, there are some amazing features that would sound really cool, but what's the point?
I have to get back and correct you there because not the beluga, the orca. When the orca came out, there was no passenger missions for it. It was a complete white elephant for a long time, and it wasn't particularly good at anything. But it really the passenger missions came after it had been out for a good while.
Yeah, but what I mean is that they don't add a complete new set of game functionality rather than a ship that could or couldn't do something. So they won't add walking around inside your ship and ship interiors until there's some reason to walk around to be able to do engineering things or repairs or EVAs or invading other people's ships in space or whatever it might be for boarding action. Until
Honestly,
they've got an idea for the gameplay to support it, they won't have ship interiors.
honestly, I can't see them doing Earth-like worlds and water worlds, but possibly I could see volcanic worlds.
I think they're more likely to have dinosaur worlds.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to a dinosaur world.
What about racetrack worlds?
Could be.
Oh, that's what the other anti-biting panels. You can electrify the hull to stop your ship getting bitten.
And we have the answer.
Yes. I knew we'd get there in the end. And there definitely are hexagonal panels underneath there. I was looking for something else though, but yeah, okay. But that could be quite interesting. Aye.
But
okay.
also, there's
I don't know
something
why-
here for
I don't know
Flossy
why
in
a
this update.
hexagon- Yeah,
Hmm?
I don't know why a hexagon means heat shielding, but yeah, okay.
Because it's where they play snooker, and that's the Crucible. So
Stop it. Stop it right now. You're on
There's-
one tonight, and I can't say I'm enjoying it. I think you've let yourself down. You've let everybody down very badly.
I'm Thowie.
Yes.
I will behave myself.
Shall we move on and talk about the
Yeah.
feature that they've almost exclusively added for Flossy, I feel.
Yeah, I think so.
This is where...
Oh, yeah.
What, there's a new pan?
No.
Yes.
Well,
Might
there
as
is...
well be.
Who knows what you could buy from the human broker? You can buy a frying pan that you can go and you pick
Oh.
up, you go fly somewhere, you pick up your sausages, and then you fly back somewhere else and you
sausages.
cook your sausages. And then
Yes.
the last stage, you go and you land on a planet and you go and hit someone around the head with your still hot frying pan.
Or you land on a megaship, crawl through the corridor, and force feed the sausages to someone.
Oh, okay. That usually
Yeah.
gets you arrested, that kind of thing.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's completely illegal. So that's So there's the update known as Operations, which sounds good. It sees you sneak onto ships and lift plastic bones out of people, and if their nose lights up red, then they die.
Yeah.
What?
Operation. There was a game. Yeah, probably before your time. There was a game called Operation.
So yeah, basically Frontier have admitted that their second major feature release for the year is going to be slightly delayed because they've got a few tweaks and fixes they need to get in before it, which, again, fair enough. I mean, it's a shame. Would have been nice to get it in December, but it's going to be early next year instead for operations.
Yeah.
But on the interesting side, they're rebalancing on-foot combat in December.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know what to make of that.
That depends on whether you really enjoy running around with a rocket launcher or not.
I don't
Yeah.
use a rocket launcher. I don't
I'd-
do a lot of combat.
Oh,
I
I
absolutely
like it.
love on-foot combat. I
Yeah.
didn't think I would be
Yeah.
that bothered, but it's one of the best
Oh
bits
no,
of game.
I quite like it. I
Yeah.
just haven't done a lot of it because I get scared.
Yeah. But they're improving the NPC AI,
Oh no.
and
Oh
they
no,
are
can't have that.
yeah, right, so. And they are doing a rebalancing pass. But the reason they're doing that is because, from what it seems, from what they've said,
Mhm.
then instead of just on planet surfaces, there's going to be on-foot combat in megaships coming next
Yes.
year.
Mm.
Yes. I mean, it would
And
be.
that I'm looking forward to.
I'm really looking forward to it. I don't think it'll be
Yeah.
that much of a departure because you're really kind of you're just building another map, aren't you, for the on-foot combat game?
You are,
Yeah,
which
but
is good, but you're also putting some very interesting concepts behind the missions, behind what you're doing in there.
I think as much as anything, I'll be interested just to see what the inside of a mega ship looks like when you're doing that. You know what I mean? So I'll be the guy stood looking in the corner that gets shot off, gets my head shot off. But it's part and parcel.
Probably by Flossy with a rocket launcher. from
Oh yeah,
behind you.
will be. But what they're going to do is as well, they're going to link them up. So they're going to link
Yep.
missions up so that you will be able to do a mission that maybe starts with a delivery or a pickup, then turns into a bit of combat as you defend your parcel that you've picked up, and then you maybe need to fight your way onto a mega ship to deliver it or something like that. There's going to be a lot of stuff like that. You know, it's going to link up with missions, and you'll be
I'm
able to do
sorry.
it with friends.
I'm going to show my age here, but that sequence that you just described makes me want to say, and all because the lady loves milk tray.
Milk tray, exactly. Might be an actual box of milk tray. Yeah, then you have to open a window in the mega ship and jump out and ski down a hill. Ski to the side of the mega ship. Yeah, it's all good.
But yeah, complex chained missions that are way more than the chained mission sequences they have that
Yes.
cross multiple different environments and systems and situations. And
Yeah,
for 1 to 4 commanders. So well-hard people dressed all in black can do it on their own, or other normal people like us can get a team together and have a good laugh.
or a couple of teams.
Yeah.
And it sounds a bit like, remember when Hutton would do things like raid the Dastardly Dawn's base?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
We were
aye.
trying to do that kind of thing without the actual apparatus in place to do it, because we had people flying down and dropping off SRVs, and then SRVs trying to take the ground base out, and then
And
foot
people running
soldiers
around on
shouting
foot
yeah,
trying to help, and the SRVs providing covering fire to the foot soldiers. Yeah, it's great fun.
yeah. So we kind of tried that kind of thing, and it was a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
to
Was,
actually
yeah.
have a setup that you could properly do it in game,
Yeah.
you know, and maybe some kind of narrative that carries through all the missions. Sounds
Yeah,
great.
with a reason why you're doing it and actual achievable objectives that tell you when you've done it or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as opposed to either we're all dead or we're all too tired to keep going.
Or both.
Yes. And access to rewards that are hard to obtain elsewhere. I wonder what that could be.
Haggis.
is it settlement defense plans?
Cat videos.
Yeah, cat videos, yeah. So many cat videos. But it sounds really good. I'm quite excited for this. I'm just really very excited for seeing the inside of a mega ship. That's all I'm excited for.
I
Yeah.
put something on the
it-
screen that you could also be excited about.
Oh, I can't see it.
It is the sorry, I
Paint
cut
jobs.
yes, sorry, I cut you off as
Oh,
you were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
earlier about Blender. Well, someone really has been busy in Blender making black pearlescent paint.
So
Nice.
the way you do
What's the
that,
point?
so you set the diffuse to the black and you set the specular to the green. That's how you make them.
What's the point of producing black paint jobs for people that want the ship to be black, that virtually glow green in any lighting, so they're not black?
So when they're in the black, they
Good question.
are black.
Aren't.
Black.
I mean, they're very pretty, don't get me wrong, but most of the people that put black paint jobs on their ships do it so you can't flipping see them to shoot them.
Because often you have to because
Maybe-
they manage to heat.
Maybe the green. I know what the green's for. I know exactly what it's for. It's so that when the enemy commander turns on night vision, it's indistinguishable.
That's a long shot and you know it.
Is that like when the red light outside Wonders goes green?
It is like when you try and take a
That
long
just-
shot. Of course.
Just used to get free space.
I mean, speaking for myself, I'm quite pleased to see this because when I started, I sort of assumed you could set custom ship colors and was fully prepared to repaint whatever I had in a color called Nevo or Night Invisible Varnish Orphaness, which was a very dark sort of black green color, not a million miles away from this.
Oh,
It
is
was
that
the sort of first. Yeah, it was the first
Is that what-
RAF night bomber color scheme from
Oh,
1918.
right.
So
I thought it was like the
I-
like the fake priest socks from Father Ted, which weren't black, but were actually very, 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 very dark blue.
Not quite. Same kind
No.
of concept. I'd be surprised if it's a deliberate reference, but I for one am I'm pleased about this.
Yes.
To be fair, they absolutely look gorgeous. I suspect that this Christmas I may be buying several of those.
7. That's very
Put that in the
specific.
Several.
Twitch chat for other colour history nerds. But-
I've got
Ooh.
quite a few of the different black skins for different ships, but yeah, some of those look worth getting.
But yeah. Do we want to do the next thing? In that we have talked about lots of things for about 45 minutes. Do we want to talk? Do we want to talk about spaceships?
To be fair, there are quite a few talking points tonight.
Yeah, some of these will be pretty quick though.
We could just skip space news.
Nah, let's do it.
Okay.
Skip it.
I can fly through at least the first 3.
Right.
So Scottish people.
Let me do the
Scottish
button
people-
first. The button.
Oh yeah, do the button.
When you don't know where to get more space news, space news, space news, space news, space news, space
There you go. I did it. I
Right,
did a button.
the first one is Scottish people in space, which
Who
turns out
haven't
to
registered?
be it's just a piece about the Scottish space industry, which is better than you think it would be. And every remote Scottish island with a spare field seems to be putting up a spaceport at the moment.
It's LCU.
It's LCU.
See you, Ellie.
See you. But yeah, Scottish people building space things and firing things up at space and doing all sorts of space stuff. Great. Second one, that billionaire that was going to be the head of NASA has been renominated to run NASA.
Yeah, that was a weird one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know who he is. I don't care, and I hope he doesn't get it.
He does have particularly large ears, though.
Yeah, Jared Isaacman. He's the guy that's actually paid for himself and a scientific team to go to space and do science rather than just be tourists and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Was it the Aurora missions or something like that? It was a series of 2 or 3 missions. So
Did they
he's
do the
actually
spacewalk?
earned his astronaut wings. That's them.
Yeah, okay.
He's the guy that funded all of that for
Right.
his own fun and actual
already.
science.
Yeah.
And they put him forward for being the head of NASA. Then they pulled the rug out from underneath him and said, no, we don't want him, because he sounded like he was actually going to be a halfway decent head of NASA.
Oh, God, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now,
And
he's
now
back.
they've put him back up again. So
Yeah.
who knows?
But he's has to answer to the name Elon.
Oh yeah, there
That's
is
the only way they'll let him do it.
there is a
My
piece
name's
in this
Elon
story
now.
that ties him quite closely with Elon and SpaceX, and I suspect there may have been a level of that interaction.
Well,
that's
to be
played
fair,
on
it was buying ships off SpaceX. That's how he got into space himself, and a couple of times. So
Well, there we go. You've
and
probably
for the third
Sorry.
one, we don't have an Amelia tonight, so we can't ask.
No,
Yeah.
But,
we
I
can
think
assume,
we know the
can't
answer
we?
to whether or not Amelia missed the Beaver Moon a couple of days ago.
yes, Beaver Supermoon. I believe it's actually called. That was me that mistyped that. I believe it's a Beaver Supermoon.
Not a Super Beaver Moon.
No, not a Super Beaver Moon. Although
Perigee moon or an Opogi moon.
Perigee.
Thank you.
G and G, not G and G. It's not a
it's
melted
2
yak
E's,
butter.
so it's an E.
you're a melted jack butter.
I'd say it's weed, but that's the wrong kind of E.
I just love the fact that they say not to scale on that, and they've got
Yes.
this thing that shows how the moon gets bigger and smaller, and it's almost perfectly symmetrical.
yes.
Yeah.
No, it's off center. If you look at it from a
it's-
whole picture point of
it
view.
is,
So slightly,
but not much.
So we're now
But the-
arguing about how accurate the inaccurate picture of the moon is.
I just
As big as an aeroplane. Look, that's how big it is.
Yes.
What's
Hey,
the
look,
anyway? Moon's
a
only
fluffy
couple of
beaver.
feet long.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Why is it called the Beaver Moon? Let's not answer that and just move on.
Okay,
Because the
next.
beavers use it to navigate to their winter habitats.
Is it?
Now.
I'm just not going to entertain that and move on to the next one.
Let's just move on.
Yes, Google's gone James Bond villain with Project Suncatcher.
No, what are they doing?
They're putting servers in space.
Servers in space.
So I popped this one in.
As in waiters.
As in, like, computer servers. So
See, that's not unlike the other plan from a couple months ago to put them on the moon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you won't get any lag at all.
They've listed their challenges, which I thought was quite interesting, which they can't make them talk together properly or quickly enough. They can't cluster them tightly enough, which is basically the problem above repeated. And I didn't even spot this weird image last time. That's free-fall, no-thrust
Can't make them
constellation.
go squishy enough.
Yeah, and the wires keep getting tangled.
I don't know what this is telling me, but it's fascinating.
It's kind of a cool video. I could watch that for hours.
I suspect it might be a GIF. Oh no, it is a video. There we go. But I imagine that's...
It looks like it. So looking at the description down there, it looks like if you have a constellation of things in orbit, it's what happens to it over the course of, was it a year, I guess?
Oh, how far it drifts. I was wondering if it was how it needed to follow for the sun. And this one, radiation tolerance, that's going to be a big one when you're in space because... And also, it's going to be really expensive. So all of these are good reasons not to do it, but we're going to give it a go because why not? So
why? Don't know.
Just the idea that we could be playing spaceships from a spaceship.
Why is probably something to do with international maritime law.
Maritime law?
That's what governs broadly in space.
Yeah.
But, basically, once you're outside of national boundaries, different laws apply. And if you prefer those laws to the laws within national boundaries, it might make sense.
Why don't they just build it in an oil rig then?
Quite a few places have.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised how many server farms you can find in offshore oil facilities. Yeah, but most oil rigs can earn a lot of money by, drilling for oil. So.
Yeah. That's the thing. So what are they keeping on these servers?
Yeah. Also, they get crap bandwidth.
Yes.
That's
possibly
the other factor in all of this, isn't it?
It's a long way to run a cable down. I mean, I don't even know if they do Ethernet cables that long.
No, I had a problem in work today explaining to somebody that the terrible speeds they were seeing were because of the distance between Munich and Frankfurt.
Yes.
I see.
And that they were actually getting about 95% of the theoretical best possible speed they could get given the connection speed and the distances involved.
Yeah.
So it was fixable, but they'd need to provide a lot more money.
Yes. Ah, dear.
Anyway,
right, what's this?
To move the cities closer together? But...
that would do it.
I just thought this as a parent myself, I found this quite satisfying to understand that someone who pilots the space shuttle, the commander of the space shuttle, apparently she finds it easier to do that than to be a parent.
Yes.
I like, okay, so it's not just me. It's easier to
alarms going off.
It's easier to do this than be a parent, and I can understand where she's coming from, just from the idea of you know exactly what's going to happen and you've trained for it forever and you've got a very set, in this instance, this thing goes wrong, we need to do this thing to resolve it.
And you've got 200 people on the ground supporting you if anything unexpected happens.
Yeah.
Whereas as a parent, anything could happen. You've got no idea what is going to happen. You don't know how to resolve the problem in the first place, and you've got no one to... Well, you have potentially got people to help, but even still, it's like,
Just to add, you've got no idea what is going to happen, but you're absolutely certain that it will.
Yes. And when you're parenting, you don't have, as Jim says, 200 people in a room telling you how to solve the problem of the baby has sharted all up its back.
I'm kind of glad of this, actually, in a way.
Yeah.
That was
I don't want
Apollo
200 people
10,
judging
Apollo
my parenting style.
9.
Apollo, what?
One of the Apollo missions where there was a turd floating through the
Oh,
command module.
They
They
didn't
never did
seal
quite
that.
find out whose it was.
it was just somebody's.
Yeah, just floating past.
How did they get out?
Don't ask.
Okay. Right.
That would involve an explanation of the fact that during the Apollo missions, the way in which you captured them was by having a baggie, a Ziploc
Yes.
bag, with sticky tape on the ends of it that you stuck to yourself when you needed to use it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't work
Right.
very well.
Next story, please.
Please.
Yes, just a minute. I'm trying to transfer over. Kardashians don't believe in the moon landing. I just
Yeah,
saw
fair
this
enough.
and completely despaired. Like, I'm sorry, you what?
Fair enough. They were never my go-to source for anything moon landing anyway.
There is definitely that for sure. But
Yeah.
there was something that she's taken from a news story that she's misinterpreted, and as such, she's decided that the moon landings didn't exist, and now seemingly half of America is also going to continue to think this. Thank you, Kardashians, for your service to humanity.
Oh God.
The
I do find it
end.
amazing she's picked on Buzz Aldrin
Yeah.
as the person who said it didn't happen. Given that Buzz Aldrin has been arrested for knocking out by punching in the face a journalist for saying
And
that
He
it
was
was
an
fake.
old guy when he did that as well. He was.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was in
Yeah.
his 60s, 70s.
Aye.
And he hit the guy so hard he went down and he got arrested for doing so
I've seen
because
the
he's
footage
that
of that.
sure that the moon landings happened.
I've seen the footage of that and it was brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I know
Love him
he's
for doing
dead,
that.
but I know he's dead, but he won't let that stop him.
No.
But yeah, she claims to have seen interviews with him, and you're like, no, you didn't.
No. No,
You
she really doesn't.
just didn't. So yeah, I'll continue to go to my usual sources for information if I need to know anything about moon landings.
What
I'll
you
continue-
mean scientifically reputable ones?
Sometimes.
I think it is time to bring this to an end. On to
Yes.
let's press the button.
Yeah.
On that note, let's move
Hit
on.
the button.
Don't know where to get more space news, 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 space news.
Right.
So that means that we now
do
have a
we have a-
question that normally Amelia would ask. So,
Yeah. So.
So what was the word of the
have-
week?
Oh, you bastard! No, I've got to read it out. Word of the week
Yes.
This week. We
Do we have a word of the week?
We do have a word of the
No.
week. And word of the week this week is forswunk.
And what,
What
does
does that
it mean?
It means exhausted from too much work.
Can you use it in a sentence?
You watch this. After a busy day in the lab, a forswunk LCU like nothing better than a cup of tea and some lovely biscuits.
But what if?
Now
what
there
if-
is a
I was going to say, how do I say it in the past? I don't feel
Ah,
that I need to say
well.
it now. I need to say it about yesterday.
if you're going to use the simple past tense, you would say LCU forswank himself in the lab.
So terrible.
you might say it, but you really wouldn't want to watch it.
You really shouldn't say it, but yeah, you definitely wouldn't want to watch that. So yeah, that's it. That's us for word of the week.
There we go. That was the word of the week, everybody. I would put it in the ticker-tacker thing, but I haven't got it open,
You're not
so I'm
gonna.
not gonna. Because I've got more important things to do. Because it is that time again where Vocurious tells us things, and I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. So someone else do some talking, please.
Yeah, okay.
Tells us things, or is it when you tell me things?
Ah, it's when you ask questions and people tell you things.
Generally, yes. And if it's Little Grey, Little Grey does know how to do the thing and give the thing a name that I can.
I will call it Studio 5.
to which I can respond here and actually get it into presenter mode. There we go. So
there you go. It's all fixed now.
And if someone would get the link that I've just put in Studio 5 and put that in the chat, because I can't put links in the chat, welcome to this show's quiz, which everyone's welcome to join over at quiz.iniv.space in a browser window on the side or with a mobile device. Following the announcement of the Caspian Explorer, this week is in celebration of Zorgon Peterson, which is on a your pitch and roll as the emerging superstar of Supercruise Overcharged spaceship suppliers. So, if you aren't too forswunk from all that Thursday trucking, you can hauler your way over to quiz.iniv.space now or at any time during the quiz to join in, where even arbitrary guesses can add her up to a higher score than Flossy flying a third lance in a free-for-all.
Just faster than me. Full stop.
Hey, and I can join in myself as well as the...
Yes, but you'll need to use a browser for that.
I would indeed use a browser for that, yes.
I have used a browser for that.
Yeah, I may have put yours into presenter mode.
No, I see, you have. And I have Little Grey as well.
There we go.
Now, I will warn you in advance. Sorry, I don't have the button. The button is not with me. I have not got it. That one. It's still with Litho.
It's still with Litho, so I think we're good. And so I will fiddle around with changing it out of upcoming mode while the last few people are joining.
I still think this is incredibly clever, and I am still super impressed with it. And scares me a little bit about what websites can actually do.
Saying that won't get you any extra points, you know.
I know. Flattery doesn't get you
won't
anywhere. I've been nice.
We've got to tell the punters that. It may not be true, but we've got to tell the punters that.
I need something to give me extra points.
Oh, I'm sure you'll do very well. Right, so I think we're ready to begin. So we'll start with a round one about Zorgon Peterson. Question 1. Which design aspect is typical of a Zorgon Peterson cockpit? And I've given you I should have given you a multiple choice on this one if I didn't mess it up.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Help in my case, but it is there.
Oh, it could be so many of these. I don't know.
That's the beauty of multiple choice. You don't need to know. You can just pick at random.
Oh, yeah, but I've just done a child protection training course that was obvious answer, obviously not the right answer. I was expecting that.
Yeah.
I'd say these ones, so from curved walls, large canopy windows, plastic interior, right side helm and spacious bridge, they're kind of representative of a few different of manufacturers, one of which happens to be Zorgon Peterson. So.
I think it's button time.
Yep.
In 10 seconds.
Question 2. Of which corporation is Zorgon Peterson a subsidiary? So again, you have a multiple choice. You can choose between Achilles Aerospace, Brewer Corporation, Core Dynamics, Falcon DeLacy, Gutermeyer, Lakon Spaceways, Rimlock, South Kruger, and Vodel.
Sorry, what was the middle one again?
Gutermeyer.
Subsidiary.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
Yes, it's been since 3124 or something like that.
Oh, I vaguely remember that. That was a really early on acquisition thing, wasn't it?
There was an acquisition, but it wasn't that. Or an attempted acquisition, but it wasn't that. And question 3. What is the Zorgon-Peterson advertisement slogan for the Fer-de-Lance? So to be a little bit more specific, you can see it on a concourse.
Is it that droopy nose thing?
I'm not sure what droopy
you get
nose
that.
thing you...
You get that on a concourse.
At least one of those could be considered to be quite rude.
Yeah. I think it's, yeah. No, the droopy nose thing was a Concorde joke as opposed to concourse.
As another slight, out of a classic reborn, born to survive, conquer all, finesse follows function, finish the fight, fly the best, fly the future, it can take the load, meet danger head on and securing our future. They all are slogans used for various ships and things on the concourse. So they all are something, but one of them is going to be for the Fer-de-Lance.
None of them are pirates.
They might be.
The Fer-de-Lance is basically the BMW of space, isn't it? Let's be honest.
What, you mean it's got no indicators?
Yes. I got someone at work with that. It's like, oh, there's been a recall about indicators not working. Oh, what, really? No.
So let's see how we did. The Zorgon-Peterson cockpit design aspect is the right side helm. Yeah, so you can see this on the Adder, on the Fer-de-Lance, anything that's got 2 seats abreast, as it were. The helm will be on the right. Curved walls is more of a Gutermeyer thing. Large canopy windows. They all have bars going over the canopies. It's more of an exploration ship thing. It'd be interesting to see what the Caspian Explorer is like. Spacious bridges is more of a Falcon de Lacy thing, but in any case, it was right side helm.
There you go.
Zorgon-Peterson is a subsidiary of Falcon de Lacy. So there was the previous thing mentioned was Core Dynamics attempting to buy Lakon, I think, which is something else we've covered before, but in any case, it's Falcon de Lacy here. And it's Meet Danger Head On is the slogan for the Fer-de-Lance.
Really?
So the other answers there. So fly the best. That is the Saud-Kruger Beluga liner slogan. Conquer all is the kinetic armament slogan with the for the on-foot weapons. Finish the fight is Manticore Tormentor, or it's Manticore, but it's got a picture of the Tormentor handgun. And fly the future is a Zorgon-Peterson slogan, but that is for the Mandalay.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
and in fact, I've got. Oh, go on.
When you look at it, the Fer-de-Lance with meet danger head on, or whatever, you don't meet danger head on. You meet danger slightly off to the side.
True. So that's the
headshots.
So far, I've scored 0 points, but I've had the most popular answer every time.
Yes. Yeah, that was an interestingly difficult round. In any case, yeah, that's the picture on the screen at the moment is the one I had in mind. Separately to that, there is a Mamba picture.
Looks like a borzoi. Sorry, carry on.
So there is the slogan. One of the other options, finesse follows function. It's got a picture of a Mamba, and it's also in the Zorgon-Peterson Tannoy announcements as well. So I could presume that's their motto or something. But in any case, it was meet danger head on. Right, let's go to round 2. Question 1. In meters per second, what is the top boost speed of a Mamba? That's with the best engineered thrusters you can get for it, and with the ship mass below the minimum threshold to be the highest speed. Oh dear.
Is there an excessively large boost number appeared?
There was wasn't much time to answer. I might give that a few more seconds until that fades out.
There's loads of time to answer. That was about 20 seconds.
There we go. That's it. Next question. In tons and without counting community goal modules, what is the maximum cargo capacity of a Panther Clipper Mark II? So no engineered cargo racks, and just stuff you can get from the actual outfitting of the starport.
It was way more. I think you've asked this question before, or something very close.
No, we've just had people comparing the size of their cargo capacities. Very careful how I worded that then.
It's good that you didn't say how big of a load they can take.
Yeah, you wait. And question 3. In light years, what is the maximum jump range of a Mandalay? That's with the best Titan FSD, Guardian boosts, shedding all possible mass, and just enough fuel to jump. So the most you can get in optimal conditions.
Excluding
Number plates and delivery.
for the fancy sucking
No
up
Companion,
stars.
no neutron stars.
Oh
So
yeah,
in
no,
space.
yeah, no supercharging. Yeah.
500 light years. It was parked on a fleet carrier at the time.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
I got caught up on grading these. Oh, what I did. I'm pretty sure I graded the first one. So I gave a slight kind of a bit of a scale of points for this one. It's 642, so most points go to 650 there. That was a very good answer. Then kind of sliding a bit down from there. Interestingly, 642 is exactly the same top speed as the Orca and the Imperial Clipper.
Is there some maths going on in there, do we think? Terminal velocity in
And
space.
Say again?
Terminal velocity in space.
Well, or similarity between the 6A thruster module, I guess. Then we have... so the Panther Clipper Mark II can hold 1,238 tons without the engineered modules. So 1262 was a pretty good answer. Again, reducing in points going out from there. You can probably get 1,300 now, but honestly, what responsible truckers should be doing is protecting their investment with shield and or armor, and then using the CG modules to get back to 1,200. But no one does that these days, I think.
Hang on, you accepted 1400, but you didn't accept 1150, which is closer.
Oh, yeah. Well, it'll only be... I gave 1 point, I think. Give me a sec. 11... Oh, yeah, so it is. There we go. Have a
Gone
point
by
for...
mine. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There, have a point for 1150. There we go.
Yay, I've got a point!
Hey!
And we have for the Mandalay, so 99.38. If you put the worst thrusters, the worst distributor, the worst power plant, the best frameshift drive, the Guardian booster, and have all but no fuel, just enough to hit the maximum fuel per jump of the frameshift drive, that's what you get. So 99 was a very good answer. That's almost spot on.
Mm.
Almost at
And
99.
And the final round. In units of stock adders, what's the price of a stock Panther Clipper Mark II? So if you were selling stolen adders to people, how many before you can buy a Panther Clipper? Yes, you are intended to take a punt on this one.
Oh, this is a brilliant question. I don't even know any of the prices, so this is completely...
No clue.
So, an adder is something you can buy not long after starting as a new commander. Certainly, it's within 100k credits to get one of those. And the Panther Clipper Mark II is over 200 million credits. So,
have a number.
oh, there's a good answer. Just wait till you see the next one.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
Let's have a ping.
Question 2. In bananas, what is the mass of a stock hauler? So how many bananas to weigh the same if you were to put them on a balance as a stock hauler? That's the smallest Zorgon Peterson ship, incidentally.
Oh, I wondered what the length was. I don't like the noise of the hauler. That's why I went with the adder.
Oh, and average bananas, by the way. So the I actually looked up
Oh.
the average banana mass. So.
Oh, well, average, but why didn't you say
You
this?
didn't
sooner?
say
Makes
that.
all the
I need to change my
difference.
answer now.
Yeah.
Just well, that's why I mentioned you have time, and just give me a sec, I guess.
Now, when you say average, mean, median, or mode, or are we assuming that bananas have a bell curve distribution?
No, they've got a curve, but it's not a bell curve.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true, actually.
There we go.
But in that case, it depends which way the banana is facing.
I'm sorry, what? Weight doesn't work like that.
No, but the shape of the curve, if it's banana shaped, never mind.
How many blended bananas?
Very silly statistics joke, but
Oh, sorry. Oh, I get it.
no.
I ruined your joke.
I mean, for the three other people that maybe do statistics, no.
So if you're using a banana curve instead of a bell curve, does that mean it's an abnormal distribution?
I mean, yes, is the short answer.
Naughty Body Wash is right. It's not the size of the banana, it's how you use it.
It's when you
That's how you
stick
peel
it.
it.
It's
That's
when
why
you
it
stick
matters
it.
which way it's facing.
So do you want to hit the button?
Oh, good plan.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
Yeah, a few points for the closest one there. And finally, what is your favourite Zorgon Peterson ship?
Oh, damn, I always get these ones wrong.
Now, truthfully, I can only really... I know what I want, but I don't own a Clipper yet, so I haven't flown it. No one can truthfully say the Caspian.
It's nice.
It's very nice.
It really is.
And that answer is allowed to include the Caspian Explorer, having just seen it.
But how can it be your favourite if you've not flown it?
Doesn't care.
The Type 11 Prospector was some commander's favourite without having flown it yet.
It was Amelia's, I think, wasn't it?
Well, I suppose it would be, because mining
Yeah.
is what she does.
Yeah, but you don't. I mean, I've seen it. That's all you need.
In fact, I think it was Flossy. I think I had I was missing Type 11 Prospector on the Lakon one on the favourite ship, and Flossy said, "For my one's favourite one's not there," and that was quite right. I'd forgotten.
I want to ask AI. Can we ask DustyBot what his favourite ship
What
is?
Flossy's favourite ship is?
Detonation in 10 seconds.
AI is
So
stupid. So would you like to? I'll answer this one for AI in a minute. I'll tell you.
So 3,432 adders buys a Panther Clipper Mark II, so 33,500. Very good answer. Now, the number of bananas, it was points for the closest answer on this one. None of them were particularly within usual percentage, but in any case, 285,000. A stock hauler weighs 34.2 tons, and an average banana is 120 grams.
Grams? Average
Grams,
hauler
yeah.
is
So,
120.
so a ton,
Yes.
gram. So
That's
a
eighth
ton,
of a kilogram.
yeah. So well, a ton is a megagram, and a gram is just
Yeah,
a gram.
So approximately 8,000 bananas to the ton.
I misheard it. I think I must have heard you say it backwards or something. I'm not quite sure how, but never mind. Carry on.
And 55% of commanders, or at least the ones listening to
Have
North
good
Live,
taste.
like the Panther Clipper Mark II.
Would you
Man,
like
it
to-
is
We are
very popular.
truckers. To be fair, we are truckers. So.
Yeah.
I did an AI question. I asked the DuckDuckGo AI, what is your favourite Zorg Peterson ship? And it says, in Elite Dangerous, my favourite ship would probably be the Anaconda. Good work.
Boo.
Well, yeah, no, that you can't even get away with Zorg and Peterson being a subsidiary of Falcon de Lacy.
It's just wrong.
So let's see how we all did. If I can find the scoreboard.
It's probably did that AI thing of I'm going to answer your question, but in order to answer your question, I have to ignore one of the conditions you set on it.
So we have Commander Shaw on top with 11 points. Second,
Is that
Force
true?
Wonka. Yeah, and joint third with Naughty Body Wash and Zorg on 80,085. Ian, I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to say.
Fifth place, I think that's highest have been.
I got second. I'm amazed.
So
Must
well
have done
done,
very well in
everybody.
that last round.
Well, well done, everybody. That was fun. Thank
Good
you very
game,
much.
Good game.
Thank you very much once again
Indeed.
for the technical wonderment that is the quiz. But now it is time for the technical wonderment that is Flossy, when I find Flossy's button.
Ooh, my button.
It's Flossy. It's Flossy. It's Flossy. It's Flossy. And the community goes.
Hello, Flossy here with this week's CG News. There was no CG last week, but there was a special Halloween event, Macabre and Monsters. Anyone who was brave enough to join Will Jessup, host of Macabre and Monsters, followed a series of chilling clues across the fringes of the bubble in search of the grisly Colgrave family. It all started in the Saragia system. Those who dared to make it all the way to the end were rewarded with tricks and treats, including 40 million credits, paint jobs and suit customizations. There are no new CGs this week, and that's it for this week's CG News.
Flossy told you what to do.
And Well, who would like to introduce the next bit that we're not going to be able to hear in the studio for reasons?
Don't tell the viewers about the seams that they don't know about. It's bad enough with the seams that they do know about.
It's the complete open. We share what goes on here. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
but they don't want to see that, believe me. It's a good job there's no camera in the
They
studio.
don't know where that seam is, and that's probably best for everybody.
Yeah, no, that dodgy rash really doesn't need to be mentioned either.
So it's the Galnet News Digest.
Galnet News Update,
I might
6th
be
of
able to
November
actually.
3311. The Pilots Federation has announced that the permit lock will be removed from HIP 87621 on Thursday, the 13th of November. That's next week. And Brewer Corporation has made a change to its plans for the new Dodec starport. Today's video is brought to you by the colour Void Black, available in the store for a limited time only. Speculation has been rife since the end of August about what the October Consortium has discovered in the permit-locked HIP 87621 system. Well, we'll be finding out in less than a week following the Pilots Federation decision to overrule the permit lock against the wishes of October Consortium boss Lexi October. The Pilots Federation explained its decision as an attempt to remove some of the tension between the scientific and political communities, which has been fueled by speculation. Licensed Pilot Federation members, known as commanders, will be granted access from 4 p.m. Universal Galactic Time on the 13th of November. Lexi October insisted that her research teams have acted ethically at all times, and suggested that if permit locks can be revoked by pressure from the public, then the holders of other permit locks should be concerned. October said she'd unwillingly agreed to allow access to the system, and said that she hoped it would become apparent that October Corporation has been a good galactic citizen. She confirmed that the corporation had been studying flora, which ties in with the missing student Terry Tora's belief that this is an exobiological discovery of huge significance. It is unclear what the removal of the permit lock will mean for the newly constructed settlements in neighbouring systems that appear to be ripe for exploitation by the 12 galactic powers. In other news, Brewer Corporation has clarified its plans for the new Dodec starport type, which will be made available to buy for ARCs from next Tuesday. A purchase of 50,000 ARCs will still buy a prefabricated Dodec station, and the right to build more if you provide your own construction materials. The purchase will still be permitted once only for each commander. However, the Dodec will lose its exclusivity after 3 months, at which time any system architect will be able to build their own Dodec as long as they're willing to put in the not inconsiderable effort. Brewer said it recognises that some commanders cannot afford to spend so many ARCs on a starport, and it hopes that they'll consider buying some of its excellent station customisations instead. Or perhaps some of those void black paint jobs.
Thank you, as always, to Commanders Beetlejuice and Wotherspoon for digesting the news, especially when there is such wonderful news as that. And that's it for Hutton Orbital tonight. We don't have an Amelia, so we don't have a Rare, because she hasn't been anywhere doing anything so that we didn't have to. So the only thing left to say, which again she would normally do, but in her absence we will do it for you, is...
For the mug!
For the mug!
For the mug. For
Mug.
the mug. Oh no, it's done it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show. Everyone's buggered off now, so why don't you bugger off too?
Seamless.